Welcome back to cooking every single recipe in the official Stardew Valley Cookbook. Today we're making chowder. Don't forget to subscribe and vote for what I make next in the comments below, and check my other channel, even though I still haven't uploaded in like a long time, but I will at some point, soon, maybe. So you're going to start this recipe off by putting 3 pounds of little neck clams scrubbed into a big large bowl with enough water to cover them by an inch, and then putting a tablespoon of flour in it. You're going to leave that to sit for 15 minutes, drain the water, and then repeat the process for another 15 minutes. Then, technically first, it's dealing with your leek, but I think the clam should go first. So you're going to trim off the rough end of the leek, then you're going to cut it in half, but lengthwise twice, so it's in quarters, and you're going to trim it into 1/8 inch pieces, and then you're going to put it in a bowl of water, rinse it, and then dry it. Next, you're going to coarsely chop 2 large celery stalks. Next, you're going to peel and coarsely chop 2 small carrots, and then grab 1 large piece of fennel, remove the fronds, and then core and coarsely chop them, and keep the fronds for garnish. And finally, you're going to cut 2 large red skin potatoes into 1/2-inch cubes, and if you're using fresh peas, you're going to take like the peas out of the pods. If you're using frozen peas, you're going to leave a cup out to thaw. While you are prepping all your vegetables, you're going to grab a large Dutch oven. Over medium heat, bring water to a low boil, and then put your clams in, cover the tight-fitting lid, and boil for 5 to 7 minutes until the clams open, and every once in a while you're going to hold the lid and give the pot a good shake. Once the clams have all opened, you're going to use a solid spoon to transfer the clams to a large bowl, and then you're going to take the broth and strain it into another large bowl. Now, in the same Dutch oven, no need to wash it, you're going to add in your butter, a 1/4 cup of butter, unsalted, and then you're going to add in your celery, carrots, and fennel, and you're going to cook that for about 15 minutes, season with salt and pepper, and then you're going to add 3/4 cups of dry white wine, and you're going to cook that for 5 to 7 minutes until it's almost gone. Then you're going to add a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour and mix it in. Then you're going to add half of your clam broth and mix it until there's no clumps, and then you're going to add the other half of clam broth and again mix it to make sure there's no clumps. Then you're going to add the potatoes and simmer until they are tender, and the soup is thickened to the consistency of gravy of 22 to 25 minutes. Finally, you're going to remove the clams from the shells, roughly chop them. You're then going to, into the Dutch oven, add 1.5 cups of whole milk, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and if you're using fresh peas, you add them in now. If you're using frozen peas, you add them in with clams. You're going to cook that until the peas are tender and the milk is steamy, and then you're going to add the clams and your frozen peas, and cook them until the clams are hot. Top with fennel fronds, serve in a bowl. This was really good. I would definitely recommend making it again. I would definitely make it again, and I would recommend you eat it because it was very good. It was pretty easy, a little time consuming, but that's fine because it was delicious. I like clam, apparently. I think this might be like the first time I've actually had clam, but 8.5, 9 out of 10.